Well, the migrant squatters just arrested in the Bronx is the very latest twist in the saga of property owners versus alleged illegal tenants in New York. But now some lawmakers in Albany say they want the state to do more to protect landlords and then close loopholes favoring occupants who refuse to leave.
Joining us now is Long Island Assemblyman Jake Blumencranz. He just introduced legislation to crack down on squatters. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, we talked about this, that these kinds of incidents are becoming more and more brazen. I mean, today we talked about the 7 migrants that were arrested in the Bronx for doing something like this. And then recently, squatters used a food delivery receipt as proof that the home was legally theirs. What does this law say about tenant rights?
I think it says a lot about the state of our city and our housing. I always say we have the Holy Trinity. We have an affordability crisis, a migrant crisis, and a cost of living crisis here in New York. And people will use these laws against us. They'll use them against law-abiding citizens, homeowners, and even tenants subletting a unit to take advantage.
And that's what we're seeing online, because in particular, we're talking about a migrant from Venezuela who's telling his 500,000 followers on TikTok, here's how you invade the U.S. and seize a home for yourself. And also saying, I know friends that have already done this with several homes.
Yep. And there are people doing it in many different countries. People know they can come to New York as a safe harbor. They can receive all kinds of free benefits, and now they know they can use our laws against the residents of New York to their advantage.
So talk about what you're proposing. How do you want to change this?
Of course, my bill is simple. It's common sense. All we want to do is close the loophole in the law to say to residents, or to say to a squatter, if you don't have if you don't have a lease, if you don't have payment of rent, and you have those documents, or if you don't have those documents, then you do not get to stay. You are a trespasser, and you'll be removed from the property by law enforcement. They'll be able to do their job.
Okay, but talk to us about the birth of this law. It was originally meant to protect tenants, because I guess on a whim, a landlord can be like, I want you out. So now it's gone the complete opposite way.
Yeah, so New York has had a history of creating strong tenant protections for obvious reasons. But unfortunately, what we're seeing now is people using these laws against many other residents who are just trying to live their lives. So all we're trying to do is close that loophole and provide the people of New York some reassurances that if someone breaks into your home and they don't have proper documentation, they cannot stay there.
What support do you see right now in Albany to your proposed law?
So it has been very nice to see so many members join onto my bill. Right now we're at almost 50 members co-sponsored on this legislation, bipartisan. I urge everyone to ask their assemblyman to join on and to close this loophole. It's the Property Protection Act.
Have you talked to any of these landlords that cannot get these squatters out of their property?
There are some totally heartbreaking stories, from the Landas you saw in Queens to a woman just the other day who someone came to their house, broke in, wrote their name on the mailbox, and then claimed tenancy. And the police's hands are tied. They have to be in court for 2 years because of that, and they can't live in their own home.
It just blows my mind. How is this possible?
Yeah, it's an upside down and broken world, and frankly, to me, it's un-American.
Yeah, I mean, how do you? I guess what's any tips? I mean, should people be checking in on their properties? Because how many months have to elapse?
So right now, 30 days after you live in a residence, you'll receive tenancy rights. So we changed that.
That's vacation. Those are snowbirds going down to Miami.
And unfortunately, in many places, people Airbnb their home for 30 days. And now that person's considered a tenant and can stay there for a year, 2 years while they go through the court.
Yeah, it is pretty wild, and we're just seeing the attacks getting more and more brazen, even deadly in some instances. So we'll see what shakes out. Jake, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it.